One of the services that goes on in the background that we don't see but that helps communication over modems tremendously is called error correction. This is the ability of some modems to identify transmission errors and then automatically request another transmission. The way this is done is by dividing the data into packets or frames and then calculating a checksum on each packet. In other words, each packet is totaled up and a mathematical value is assigned to that packet. And this mathematical value is then attached to that packet. Then the packet is sent through the telephone line. At the other end, the other computer totals up the packet, and it should get exactly the same checksum as the checksum that is attached to the packet. Otherwise, the packet has been damaged or changed during transmission. So if the two checksums differ, then another transmission would be requested by the receiving modem. So error correction allows us to get more accurate transmission through a telephone line. Other modem features can include data compression, which allows us to speed up communication through modems. Caller ID, which just like our caller ID at our house, it allows us to identify the other caller. Display readouts. On some modems we have display readouts, which would help tremendously with troubleshooting. Flash ROM, which allows us to program modems. Plug and play for Windows 9X. Most modems, especially PCI type modems, PCI type cards, are plug and play for Windows 9X and for Windows 2000. Voice data compatibility or capability. This is especially important for laptops so that people can use their laptops as a telephone as well as a computer. And then also, in that regard, auto answer, to be able to automatically answer an incoming call after a certain number of rings. So there are many different features that are available in modems. Next, we're going to talk about some communications terminology and look at some terms that we should be familiar with. And we'll do that in our next section.